Hi viewers, do you know that our entire life is meditation? Do you know that the meditation is nothing but living in the present? We are doing many things. We are solving many problems. We also facing the problems and solving the problems. This is what is known as life. So when we are doing many things, when we are solving many problems, if we are able to focus on them, that is what meditation, because we are focusing on what we are doing. So our mind, which is the chemical, which is the result of the chemical process of the brain molecules or the neurons, is producing the thoughts. Sometimes the thoughts may be negatively programmed due to our response to this nature and the problems that we are facing day to day life. So if you are able to focus your attention, that is what, keeping your mind on whatever you are doing without judging it, that is what the meditation. So in this video we are going to discuss how to improve your mind and how to improve your day-to-day life by focusing the present and making your entire life as the meditation. Actually, scientifically, the mind is still a mystery, but science can explain the brain. So the mind would be the part of the brain where the neurons are chemically reacting. When there is a stimulus to the neuron, it chemically responding to that, which produce the consciousness. Repeatedly these kind of consciousnesses are produced, it goes and become as unconscious. So unconscious means something that operates our life, something that makes our life without our understanding. These unconscious may sometime become as sorrow, as sadful things, or worries, or fear, or whatever we are just named as psychologically as negative. This mind, this unconscious mind might have might have programmed. So we are facing the problem due to that condition. So the root of our all the problems lies how we have programmed throughout our life. Our genetics also play some roles, as well as the environment where we live also plays some roles, as well as what we have gained from our childhood to our adulthood also playing the major roles of shaping our thought process. These thought process, when repeated again and again, forms the unconscious mind and habit as well as the personality. This is what we are calling the life. So life is seems to be solving the problems, and life is seems to facing several different activities as well as doing several different activities. So now you got some clarification about what is life, what is mind, what is brain, and what is unconscious and conscious thoughts. Right now let us discuss how can we keep our mind on these all kind of processes that going on all the times up to our birth, up to our death, from our birth. So just what you have to do, you have to recondition your mind by focusing whatever you are doing. At the beginning it would be little bit harder, but when you practice it again and again without your knowledge, it will become as part of your life as negative things, as what we call the negative things like fear and worries have already rooted inside of us. These positive, we mean that one, focusing on the present that could be named as positive also will become and will root inside of your unconscious thoughts, so it will guide your life. If it guide your life will be beautiful. So what we call the beautiful is the happiness of this universe, because this universe is itself is happy. The universe, entire universe is filled with happiness. There is no worry, there is no sorrow, there is no fear. Actually everything happier, but our conditioned mind is the barrier to understand this condition. In order to do this, in order to get to the present and know the greatest pleasure, that is what we are trying to gain through the meditation. What we have to do is repeatedly focusing whatever we are doing. By this practice, gradually we will develop without our knowledge the unconscious thoughts of being in present. When you are able to be in the present, the happiness would be the result, because the happiness always could be understood when you are able to be on present, and when you are able to aware whatever you are doing. So your mind, it is the action of the neurons of the brain. The mind, scientifically, as we said earlier, is the result of the actions of the neurons, neuron firing or neurons reactions inside of our brain. So that produce the thoughts. These thoughts may lead various mental diseases and various kinds of worries as well as fears, which we are we have identified as negative thoughts. So that are the barrier to what we are calling as happiness, understanding the happiness, which is the nature of this entire universe. Now we hope that you might have understood a little bit what is the meditation is. Meditation could be practiced formally by sitting in certain posture, as well as meditation could be practiced through a teacher also. But you can practice the meditation yourself by focusing your thoughts every time whatever you are doing repeatedly. When you do this again and again, gradually it will become part of your life. Then your attention is not needed. It is gradually making you to be in the present. When you are being in the present, there is a happiness. So when you can feel the happiness, you can live. Actually living is being with the happiness. So happiness cannot be produced. Happiness or pleasure can be produced, but happiness cannot be produced. Pleasure is something that we feel through our body, but happiness is not like that. Happiness is beyond our body. It is the bliss of the universe. There is another word called bliss, that is the nature of the universe. So bliss is everywhere. Before the universe born and after the end of the universe also, the bliss should be there. The bliss may be darker, or bliss may be white. Bliss may not have any color. Whatever color or whatever quality the bliss has, the bliss is the nature of this universe. So happiness is the path for the bliss. So if you develop the keeping your mind on the present and develop being happier all the time, you will automatically lead to the life of blissfulness. So this blissfulness would be the ultimate goal of all the spiritual practices, including the meditation. So the life is actually the meditation. When you are able to focus on the present, that is much easier than you think. So through this motivational video, we have encouraged you to meditate in your entire life by focusing the present, simply by focusing the present, without doing any very hard posture or hard practices. Just focus whatever you are doing, then it will become as part of your life. Then it will create the happiness. Actually it won't create the happiness, it will lead you to know the happiness. Then the happiness will bring you the bliss of this universe. That would be the ultimate goal of you are living. You may die one day, but up to your death you will live with the bliss and happiness. When you are being with the bliss and happiness, you will be the good person. Good person is the a person who does not do any harm to him or herself and others. So that is what good. So you can live as good and you can die with the bliss itself. So please be joined with us more similar videos, more similar motivational meditation and spiritual as well as scientific videos in English. Thank you for watching.